Welcome back, this is Goku-Sun DBZ, and this is a new top 10 list. Of course, I did recently top 10 new metal songs. This time, I will be counting down, in my opinion, 10 of the best pop punk songs. Now, some of these bands, personally, I don't consider pop punk. One specific band on this list, I consider punk, not pop punk. But I'm going by the definition and bands listed what by Billboard themselves, which is how I did the new metal one as well. Next special music top 10 list I do in the future will be top 10 new metal versus pop punk songs. And I will decide, in my opinion, of the two subgenres, which is better overall, in my personal opinion. But with that said, here's some honorable mentions, some songs that didn't quite make the cut of the top 10. First up, What's My Age Again by Blink 182. Almost from Bowling for Soup. Sugar, We're Going Down, Fall Out Boy. Girls and Boys, Good Charlotte. And the last song we'll mention, See the Light, Green Day. Obviously, that's a band I don't consider pop punk, but with that said, here it is. Coming in at number 10 is easily from a band, as I already said, I consider them punk, not pop punk. With that said, coming in at number 10 is easily, I think, one of the best older songs by this band, of course, being Green Day. And coming in at number 10 is their song Brain Stew from their album Insomniac. Really good album, solid overall. In my opinion, I put it on par with, if not better, I think overall material-wise, than maybe even Dookie. Most people say that's by far their best. I kind of disagree with that, but whatever. Coming at number 9, also from the band Green Day. And this is sort of a rock opera, if you will. A super long track off of easily my number one favorite album from Green Day. This track is off of their album American Idiot, and as I already said, a rock opera type thing. That being at number 9 is their song Jesus of Suburbia, which is a very well written, very well executed song, and I dare say one of their best, easily in their top 10 best tracks period of the entire career of Green Day. And I highly recommend checking out the song Jesus of Suburbia. Coming in at number 8 is from the band Blink 182, and it's their song, though a lot of people don't like this, it's a guilty pleasure song of mine personally, and that is All the Small Things from Blink 182 comes in at 8th place. Coming in at 7th place, again we return to the band Green Day. Coming in at number 7 from Green Day is their song from, of course, their most successful album, Dookie, and that is the song Basket Case, which actually Billy Joe in that song is talking about his own issues he's had in the past with schizophrenia and things of that nature, having a lot of issues that he's dealt with over the years with different problems. With that said, coming in at number 6 is the song Thanks for the Memories, Fall Out Boy. Now, this is actually a really good, well done song, and I dare say this was actually the first song I ever heard from Fall Out Boy. And I'm not a big Fall Out Boy fan, to be honest. I like selected songs from maybe 3 of their albums, and that's about it. I wasn't one of those big pop punk, as I said. I grew up more on new metal than pop punk. But these are specific songs from bands that are considered it. And Fall Out Boy is one of the few bands that I like any tracks really from. Really, there's predominantly only four or five maybe bands overall I don't mind music from. Green Day I love, but that's because I consider more punk, not pop. But whatever. Coming in at number 5 is from the band Good Charlotte. And fun fact, I actually like maybe 2 albums from this band. And this song is from one of the albums, though I know it's an album considered worth regretting. But I still specifically like this song and a lot of the lyric in it. The lyrical content, a lot of stuff makes sense, even though so many people bash it. It's unfortunate because it actually has a good message over on the song. And number 5 is the song Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. And they make a lot of good points, honestly, in this one track specifically, compared to other tracks off the album. But I feel the message is a lot stronger on this song than off of tracks such as The Anthem and others off of that, which is off of their album The Young and Hopeless. Coming in at number 4 is easily the best song to come from this pop punk band, and it's off the only album I listened to from the band, Bowling for Soup. Number 4 is the song 1985, easily Bowling for Soup's biggest hit. Personally, I really enjoyed the song, and the lyrics in the song made a lot of sense, honestly, especially if you look where the stories come from, and it's a decent story format compared to a lot of other pop punk songs out there. I will say Bowling for Soup, I think, are better storytellers than a lot of other pop punk bands, but unfortunately they only had really 2 hits, predominantly almost in 1985. Coming in at number 3 is from a band I definitely don't consider pop punk. I consider them more punk, just like Green Day. And this is from the awesome band The Offspring. And this is the track which, unfortunately, Five Finger Death Punch did a very crappy cover of. And that is the awesome song Gone Away, which I love. Gone Away from The Offspring. Good solid track, well done. And of course, what got me into The Offspring in the first place was a Dreamcast game, which they did almost all the music for, and that is a game called Crazy Taxi. Yep, fun fact, almost the entire soundtrack to Crazy Taxi was done by The Offspring. So if you like The Offspring, but you've never played Crazy Taxi, I recommend getting the game. You will definitely enjoy the soundtrack, especially since this is late 90s music from The Offspring, which is, in my opinion, the golden era of the band. Well, with that said, coming in at number 2 is from a band I just recently started listening to music from them. They've been around a while. Coming in at number 2 is a song by the band Panic at the Disco, and it is a great song. I love the music video. I love the makeup and all of just the cheesy effects and stuff. I just think it adds the enjoyment to the actual song. And coming in number 2 is their track Emperor's New Clothes. It's a really good song, and it really does show the vocals of the front man of Panic at the Disco. And it definitely is the song that not only first song I ever heard from the band, but it's a song that really got my attention and got me to decide to check out more music from this band. And I appreciate Emperor's New Clothes for getting me to check out this band. It's definitely a band worth listening to, in my opinion. With that said, number 1, American Idiot, off of the album American Idiot from Green Day. Easily my number 1 favorite Green Day song of all time, easily my favorite pop/pop punk song of all time. There is no challenger, in my opinion, for the number 1 slot. Nothing else even comes close to the energy, the raw emotion, as well as the very well executed lyric content. It definitely is like a punch to the face when it comes to its message. And that's something you can say in general to a lot of Green Day music, but even more specifically, albums like American Idiot, which I highly regard as probably one of the top 10, in my personal opinion, best rock albums of all time. Easily the best Green Day album, though most people say with Dookie, obviously. But with that said, I'll get ready to cut this video, and I'll see y'all next time for the new metal versus pop punk top 10 songs list. And we will put it to the test, and you'll have to let me know which of these subgenres, if you grew up with either, which did you prefer? Did you prefer new metal or did you prefer pop punk? With that said, I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel, and stay tuned now for some soon to be coming game clips and stuff from Naruto. So, to Naruto fans out there, I hope you enjoy this upcoming games from Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm. So, see you then.